Hello and welcome class to Introduction to C++, COMS171, Fall Semester 2021. My name is Joel, I'll be your instructor for this semester. And if you guys are watching the video, you guys are rocking because you did read the announcement, first one on the main page that will tell you to go under modules folder, and then you'll find the orientation, which is the video that you guys are watching at this point. So goal of this orientation is to walk you through what you need to complete during the semester, expectations, how can you have a fantastic, wonderful, stress-free semester and learn a few good things, and then be able to learn this new language that some of you might have some experience with, or if you don't, it is fine. That's the goal of the course. Is it doesn't matter if you have experience or not. You guys all learned Python, which COMS170, which was the goal. The main goal of it was to teach you logic and how to think logically about structure of coding and etc. C++, in this course you'll be dealing with assignments that will teach you how to actually program in C++, which is one of the oldest languages out there and one of the most useful languages out there that you still see a lot in the field and in corporate environment. So first thing, as you can see, you have announcements. I do post at least one announcement a week, and sometimes even more. So I beg of you, please try to log in a few times a week, multiple days a week, to check announcements and then to check my email. Very critical. The only way for me to get hold of you guys is through announcements and through emails, my email. So please, it will take you less than 3 minutes to log in to Canvas, check announcements and check your email, and then you'll be able to see if there is any new things that you need to work on or worry about, and etc. So as you can see, it gives you what we're gonna do, which is an introduction of this. Then you'll have weekly work that you'll need to complete. It tells you to go under the modules folder that will allow you to get your syllabus, and which will cover the syllabi in a sec. And then you guys are already watching the video, and then you'll start seeing the units, which we'll talk about it in a sec. So starting with the syllabi, it's an online class. I will not be on campus this semester. Still trying to isolate from COVID. Hopefully all of you guys are staying safe. As you can see, my office hours, I try to spread them throughout the week, which hopefully some of the times you'll be able to stop by if you need help, you need assistance. I try to do midday, mornings, and then even late evenings on Friday. If none of these times work for you, and you need to talk to me, please send me an email with a day or two different possibilities, and then sometimes few times each day when you're available, which will allow me to select the best possible one when I'm available, and we'll be able to meet. When you're emailing me, guys, please remember, when you send me an email, put this in the subject line. At least put COMS171 in the subject line of your email. The reason behind it, I receive a lot of junk mail on a daily basis. A lot. I receive a lot of administrative emails a day. I receive a lot of emails related to COVID a day. Like, I get a zillion emails a day. If I don't see an email that is related to students and classroom, I usually just ignore it and not worry about it. So it is very critical for you to please remember to put COMS171 in the subject line. Now, if you send me an email weekdays, Monday through Friday, give me at least 24 hours to reply to you. If within 24 hours you don't get a reply from me, please send it again. The idea behind it is, even if I don't have an answer for you, if I see your email, I will reply telling you I did receive your message. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Then be at ease, nothing to stress about, nothing to worry about. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours weekdays, please send it again. Weekends, you'll have to be a little bit more flexible with me, as I will check my email maybe once or twice throughout the weekend, per day. Weekdays, I check my email all the time, like all day long. Always I have my emails open and I'm checking to see if there's anything I need to answer and reply. So this is really the best way to get hold of me. Attendance is taken only for financial aid purposes. So it's a survey that you'll have to complete, which is located in every single unit. So hopefully you'll not forget about it. You have to get it done. It does not affect your grade. It's not related to your work, if you complete work or you don't complete works. If you have financial aid, you have to get it done. One question: are you present for the week? Yes, no. Submit, and that's it. That's basically the whole thing about this quiz. Once you have that, then I'll be able to take that and submit that to financial aid on Tuesday of every week. Now, the rest of it, like I said, if you don't have financial aid and you're paying out of pocket or other means, you don't have to worry about even taking it. But if you do, please remember to do that so you don't, get in trouble with financial aid. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, you'll need to be like absent for 3 weeks in a row for you to get in some type of trouble with financial aid. So it's not a big deal if you forget to do it once in a blue moon here and there. Don't stress about it too much, but definitely you cannot afford to do it multiple weeks in a row. So course provides an introduction to programming, and we'll be using C++ in this case. Textbook, you'll definitely need it. If you don't have it, you'll have to get it as soon as possible, because all your assignments, all your quizzes, everything that we'll do on a week-to-week basis is from the textbook. So if you don't have that, please do so. Try to get it as soon as possible. Course objectives, leave that to you. Just read them. Class expectations, same thing. What you'll have: quizzes, exercises, assignments, midterm exam, final exam, discussion questions. I'm expecting maybe 5 to 8-9 discussion questions, more than 8 to 12. So it will vary. It will vary during the semester, how the semester is going. Same thing with the assignments. How many programming assignments do I give you? Am I give you 1 per week? Am I give you 4 per week? It depends on the course itself. And do you need to have multiple exercises that you need to work on, as each one will cover something specific? It all depends on a week-to-week basis. But anything that was assigned during the semester, you'll be graded on, and that will be in Canvas. So if you look at the tentative course work, that's what I'm looking at. Looking at the chapters we'll cover. Some weeks we'll cover 2 chapters, some week we'll cover only 1. Like for example, week 5 and 6 and week 14 will cover 2 chapters that same week, because the content is related to each other. So the chapters basically are just building on top of each other. So that's why we'll cover those 2. You'll have, like your DQ. I'm hoping discussion question 1 I'll assign in week 2, which the discussion question, you'll have 2 parts to it. Part 1 is you answering the initial questions that I assigned you. And there's no right or wrong answer as long as you provide them and follow the minimum requirements, which is 1 paragraph per question, paragraph 5 to 7 full sentences. That's basically it. I'm not looking for a page and 2 pages, 3 pages. And you'll need to reply to 1 of your peers before Sunday. So the first initial post will be due before Friday, and then the reply will be due on Sunday of the same week. And the reply is also 1 paragraph per peer. So you only reply to 1 peer, only one. I'm not asking for 2, 3, 4, 5, but you'll have to provide content that is adding to their original post, meaning you just don't say, oh yeah, I agree with what you did. Yeah, you are correct on this one. Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, I was not aware. No, these are not acceptable answers. Answers have to be more details, content provided to what was initially posted. And like I said, 1 single paragraph, like 5 sentences, should be more than enough, and you'll be able to earn 100% on those discussion questions. Late policy, I usually don't accept late work. However, if there is an exception for that, please contact me as soon as possible, and hopefully nothing bad happens to you or your loved ones. If something special happened and you're unable to complete your work, please contact me as soon as possible, and which will allow me to contact administration and see if there is a way to accept some late work for some type of points. It's possible, but we won't know until we basically figure that out. Incomplete is not giving for this course. Withdraw policy, please do not withdraw from the course. I beg of you, do not withdraw for any reasons before you contact me. Why? Because I want you to finish this course as winter semester is when advanced C++ is offered, and it's offered only once a year. So if you miss this class, if you don't complete this class is a prerequisite for the other one, so you're stuck and you're unable to do it. Guys, even a 1.0, and I'm not telling you to have a 1.0 in the class, a 1.0 is a passing grade. Now, it stinks as it won't transfer, but you can always salvage a 2.0 in the class with ease, and a 2.0 in the class is a passing grade and it's transferable grade. It's something you can transfer to any 4-year institution. It is really, to be honest with you, with minimum effort, you'll be able to get a 3.0 in this class. Now, to get a 4.0, you'll need to spend a little bit more time and more effort to earn that 4.0, which is very feasible, because most of the work is something that you can do, and I will show you later how to get your work done and how to turn it in properly. I'll have even a demo showing you how to get it done. Very simple. I don't ask a whole lot, but you just need to make sure to follow the instructions that were given to you so you can earn 100% on it. Now, when it comes to coding, is there an only way of coding? And no, there is not only one way and one way to code, but you have to follow the instructions. As if we cover a chapter, that discusses, recursives, for example, you'll need to have, if we're talking about arrays, a one-dimensional array or two-dimensional, you'll have to complete the assignment in your own way. I don't care how you do it, but you'll have to use one-dimensional array or two-dimensional array. So there is multiple ways of completing the work, but it has to be your own work, okay? And that's what I want to emphasize very carefully. Do not copy and paste from the internet and turn it in as your own work. Now, can you use possible code from the internet and then modify it to use it for your own? Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not a verbatim copy paste from the internet, you're fine. And that's when we jump into academic integrity. Please do not copy paste code from the internet and turn them in as your own, and it's not your own if there is something that is related out there. A good coder is someone that can see codes that is similar to what you're trying to accomplish. However, I'm able to go ahead and complete it on my own, like with my own code. That's a good coder. So that's when it comes to academic integrity. I expect and I hope that everyone will follow that rule by only completing their own work. Use Google it as much as you want. Google any assignment that you want. However, make sure to modify the code that it is your own and not just something that you're copying and pasting from the internet. NS grade is just a failing grade. Financial aid, please contact financial aid services. They'll be able to help you. Statement of accommodation, if you have any accommodation that you're approved for, please contact disability services immediately. Tell them to provide you a form that you'll provide me, and I'll work around it as instructed. Disability Act, same thing. Title IX, etc. If you qualify to any of those, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to work around them. Tutoring, I'm your first contact. You should and only go with me first for help. If you need more help with the content, as you know, between you learning the content of the course and me helping you, and you need more help, you'll be able to contact the Learning Center, and they'll be able to try to provide you some type of financial aid, tutor that will help you through the Learning Center. So, but contact me first, and I'll do my best to figure out a way for you to, get the help needed. MCC Care Team, these are a bunch of pros to provide you assistance if needed, personal or through school, whatever you need. These guys are pros, and your information will be secured and will never be shared. So it's something that is trustworthy. You don't have to worry about your information going out. If you need help, there's no shame in asking for help for the class or anything else that is personal. Anything personal, you can contact these guys, and they'll be more than happy to assist you. Honor code, possible dangerous situations, system policies, please. COVID. Policies related to COVID don't apply to us because we're online 100%. However, if you have a class that is meeting face-to-face on campus, please make sure to follow guidelines, so like that you are safe and everybody on campus is safe. That's what the school is trying to do, and to try to keep everybody safe here. So read all of this as to what is needed, etc. Student responsibilities, 2 things. I will reiterate that and restate it again. Please check Canvas announcements multiple times a week, and please check your MCC email multiple times a week, as this is the only way for me to get hold of you guys and contact you. Now, disclaimer about syllabi change, I do not foresee any change to it as we're online. However, if for some reason I have to change something, I will change the syllabus, update it, post it in Canvas, post an announcement, and send you an email through also your MOT email. The rest of it, just read the rest. And then finally, there's few dates. Hopefully those dates will help you somehow if needed. They're available on our website. So from there, you'll need to go under discussion question, introduce yourself, few questions that you'll need to answer. I did try to answer them my own way. You can read them if you want to. You don't have to. You can just ignore them and move on. And then from there, also, there is a peer help area that I have for you. And here, I want everyone to post questions related to content. So if you're working on an assignment, you're stuck, I want you to post them here first. So like that, all your classmates can see them and try to reply to it. So I'm trying to create the conversation that we have in a class, the interaction that we have in a class that is face-to-face. So please post all your work here, and I'll be monitoring this on a weekly basis. Then from there, you'll need current event. I post that in there. If you have anything interesting that you read, any articles related to programming, cybersecurity, computer networking, IT in general, please feel free to post that in here. There is no format or requirements or anything for this, so you can just post anything you want in there. So if we go to Unit 1, the will work, you'll have a basic introduction to what the course will be. From there, you'll have what we'll cover, overview, objectives, what you'll be completing on an activity point of view, so the assignments that you'll need to complete, okay, installing Visual Studio, completing these exercises, review, blah blah blah. Then course software, you guys need to download Visual Studio 2017. I don't recommend that you download 19. I don't recommend that you download 17, but if you have an old computer and can only handle 17, it's fine if you do it. It's fine to download Microsoft Office, Microsoft Visual Studio 2017. But here you have the instructions to download 2019. Okay, it walks you through the steps, step by step. That's to download the community. However, you guys have access to Azure, which was Microsoft Imagine back in the days. If you go under announcements and free resources, this one is to download Microsoft Office full version, but you can go under the Azure Microsoft Edge, which is a website from Microsoft that allows you to download actually Windows 10 full version, Windows Server, multiple applications. So you can follow the steps to download Visual Studio Enterprise. If it doesn't work, if for some reason you're having difficulties, the community version is more than enough. So the community version you can download and it will work just fine. But you can get a full version of the enterprise version through downloading it through Visual Studio. So those are the steps that you can follow. Like I stated, it's better to download 19. You'll get a lot more stuff with 19 than just going with 17. But if your computer is old and you have to go through 17, that's fine also. You can download 17 and you should get all the libraries and all the headers that you'll need to complete that. The PowerPoint slides, a good way to summarize your study. Then you have like a small demo, for example, for this week, showing you how to go about completing your assignment. And I'll have one for next week, the following week, when you start doing actual coding. So it shows you how you complete your work. Basically, every time you guys complete an assignment, you'll go through the process of typing it in Visual Studio, compiling your code, then you debug it if needed. Then once you compile it, what you'll need to do is take a print screen of the output when you compile your code, paste it in a Word document, then you go into Visual Studio, copy the code and paste the code under that print screen and turn it in that way. So that's how you'll be turning in your assignments. And like I said, I will show you that when we get to that point. So there are some examples. I will always give you examples to follow, okay, related to the assignment. So stuff from the chapter itself. I'll give you some example that you can follow, and I'll give you some practices. There's some review questions. There's a quiz that you'll need to complete on a weekly basis, which is basically anywhere between 5 and 10 questions. You just start them, okay, after you do your studying. Watch the PowerPoint slides, multiple choice and true and false. You might have sometimes some questions where you have to type an answer, but most questions will be multiple choice and true and false. You go through that process of answering those. And then finally, you'll have your assignment that you'll need to complete. And it told you here that you'll need to complete chapter 1, exercises 9, 10, and 13. And they're usually at the end of your textbook, which you'll need to utilize and complete those in a Word document. And then when you're done with the Word document, you'll turn that in under your Dropbox. So start the assignment and you'll just upload your assignment, your Word document. A single Word document is more than enough for you to turn them in. And once again, it's pretty straightforward, not a whole lot in it. And then, of course, don't forget to complete your weekly attendance. And that's how is the course is going to run on a weekly basis. So you'll have an overview of what you need to complete. You'll be able to complete the exercises, practice. I'll give you some practice exercises. I'll give you the answer key for the practice exercises. Please do not look at the practice until you try them on your own first. Then you'll be able to compare them to the answer key. And then from there, you'll start working on your assignments that I gave you, complete the quiz, and then you'll turn those in on a weekly basis. And whenever you have discussion questions, you'll be able to complete that and turn that in. That's pretty much it for the orientation. Guys, please, I cannot emphasize enough. Get hold of me as soon as possible if you need help. It's my job. That's my duty for you to get help from me, and I'll be more than happy to assist you in any way or shape. Don't just go into your own little universe and then not contact me for a few weeks, and then it's too late to salvage anything from here. Hope you'll have a great semester. I hope I'll be able to see you in some of the office hours. You guys can stop by and just say hi and get some, I don't know, just to chat a little bit if you can. Just a couple of minutes, that'll be great. And if you need help and those hours don't work, like I stated before, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you in different times, but you'll just need to let me know. I hope you'll have a great semester. I hope you will stay safe and you'll be fine, you and your loved ones. See you guys.